everyone. Seaver Way. Welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. And on the hill, a soft-tossing lefty, just like you, Chris, Jose Quintana. What do you have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Baden hauls it in for the out. One up, one down. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul. On the ground right side, and foul ball. Hit hard, that gets through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Devers at first, one gone. That one way inside. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. At the belt and fires. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. And a good eye there. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. On the ground right side, McNeil. In plenty of time to first. That's the third out. And the Red Sox leave one. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And starting this one, Nick Pivetta.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And the pitch. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Duran on the move. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
1 out, bases empty. Ground ball up the middle. Grissom whips it to first on the run. 2 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Francisco Lindor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 and 2.
And another ball. That one lifted to left. O'Neill makes the catch, inning over. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Queens, the batter will be the shortstop, Trevor Story. Story in his 9th season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2011. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hauls it in for the out, and there's 1 down.
Batting 5th, the right fielder.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. First offering, and it just misses. Quintana, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. 1 down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The pitch. No. Just missed. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. No score here in the 2nd. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one is off the wall. And nice work to hold him to a single. Got it back in fast.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Tyler O'Neill, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Abreu, the base runner at first with one out. Fly ball down the line. Marte makes the grab. 2 away.
Batting in, the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
Yeah, the batter now, Vaughn Grissom. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in a scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Off the mark there, and the count is 1-2.
2 strike.
Man at second. This to third, Baden. And that is the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And now the count is even. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Right through there for a strike. Chopped left side. Whips it to Casas, and quickly 1 away in the second.
The right fielder,
Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Just missed. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slides for the stop. The throw, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Now it's DJ Stewart. First pitch just misses. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Nope. Ball 2. 2-1.
That one fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Just misses the mark outside the zone. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Nothing across here this half. We head on now to the top of the third. No score. On to the third inning, and now the catcher comes up to him. Connor Wong. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And a pitch.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The 3-1. Foul ball there. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Kicks and deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Right through there, got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marte going after it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Devers now, and he's already singled in this game. First pitch, and he just misses. Top of the third, no score. They say it went.
1-2.
Next offering is downstairs. Wouldn't chase that time.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs. And there's ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Pitch misses. 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-0. Swing and a foul straight back. Devers leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just off the outside edge. And now 3-1. Masataka Yoshida waiting for a turn at the plate. And the 3-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters throws him for strike 3. And the Red Sox lead 1. And we are still scoreless. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Out to short. Story fires across the diamond, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And a foul ball. A little out front there as he swings through it. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a pitch. Struck him out looking.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
Harrison Bader stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Two down, nobody on.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Citi Field. And now the DH, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
Quintana back to work.
Thinking about Yoshida, He's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
That's down and in.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. And that's in the dirt. Out towards right center field. Marte really on his horse for it. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. That misses, and that's ball 1. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Pitch misses inside, and the count is 2-2.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is outside.
3 and 2.
4th inning underway, no score. That's hard hit on the line. And Story is out. And there's 2 away.
The batter.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
To the right side. And that chance handled. On the run, sent it over to first. And that is the inning. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. Still no score. Back here in Queens, bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. The wind of the pitch. In the air, left field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. And there's one away.
Now back, second baseman.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Grounded out his first time. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Comes up empty.
0-2.
The Mets still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Should have this one. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And the first offering is not close. Out to short, Story. Slings to first. That ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished. You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And he deals.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
And another ball.
2-2.
And that one is in the dirt. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
He's got to throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So up next, Vaughn Grissom, 0 for 1 so far. Fastball for a strike. Grissom measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
He swings and fouls one off. And now the lefty. And that one fouled off. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one is inside ball 1.
1-2.
2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
I could never get enough of this kind of stuff, 'cause I think they call it rock and roll. But I say roll. Come on everybody, 'cause we're down with the rock and roll.
Pete Alonso now at the plate.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Pitch. fastball for a strike.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
And the right-hander deals. And that's through there for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Wouldn't chase that time.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That one ripped. And that ball is out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Marte batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The wind of the pitch.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And stepping in for New York, DJ Stewart. And ball one. Just off the outside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in for a strike. And that's a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Batting with one down, takes a strike. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
With such an emphasis on launch angle, a low curveball plays right into the hands of those guys at the plate. Really good job of going down there and letting that swing work to get it back up into the air.
Base is empty, one away. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. They turn things over to the southpaw, Brennan Bernardino.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline.
Line drive. And it stays fair.
Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
Bader stands in now and watches strike one. Kicks and fires. And it's fouled away. Man at first, one away. This one high in the air to left center. O'Neill sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And there's two away.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Baden off of first with two away. Check swing, and that's a ball. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
And here it comes. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a curve misses outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Up the middle, Story. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now batting Jared Duran as he turns on the rubber here with that good live arm delivers.
No.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. The Mets have some action going in their pen. Jorge Lopez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Smith warming up as well. And the pitch. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Marte gets it in quickly. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Now batting, the third base.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
0-1. Good eye right there.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner at second, nobody out. That one ripped right center field. Bader going back on this one. And that one is out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Quintana won't go any further tonight, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Jake Diekman.
Number 30.
He has a great slider with tons of movement. Tristan Casas, the next to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. The Red Sox trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. The 0-2. Bounced up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and he's on at first.
The batter, number 10.
1 down. Here's Trevor Story. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. The pitch. In the air to left, down the line. Sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And there's a foul ball. Yoshida off of first with 2 away. Check swing. No appeal. And the count even 1-1. And that one missing low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Good eye in that spot. Tyler O'Neill on deck for Boston. Here comes a pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Drew Smith.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
So 2 down. Now Tyler O'Neill. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Oh, right to the backstop. The tag at third, and he's out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Devers goes deep for the Red Sox. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. And now 2-0. Late on that fastball.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Cancel.
On the ground, 2 ball. On to second, they get one, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Ball one there. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Devers throws out to first. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Back here in Queens, we go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for Boston, Tyler O'Neill. And a pitch. Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball.
Popped up right side. He's under it. One up, one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one ripped left field. Nimmo going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. Nimmo quickly gets it back in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Jarren Duran. And that one is lifted in the air. Bader sizing it up. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Starling. New pitcher on now, Chris Martin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. That one down the line, and that's just foul. That one misses. Going to count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Hey! 0-1.
Right-handed reliever. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So 2 down now, and here is Francisco Alvarez. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brooks Raley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The pitch. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tristan.
And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Now this is in the air down the line. Nimmo ranging after it. Squeezes it. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Masataka Yoshida
Masataka
up next for the Red Sox.
Yoshida.
1 for 3. Raley, 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Red Sox go down quietly. They trail it 3-2. Bottom of of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
The third baseman.
Martin back to work. And downstairs.
1 ball, no strike.
Grounder off the pitcher. And they get the out after the ricochet. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now Bader up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air, right field, and that drops foul. And a pitch. That one misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten it. Didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. On his way over, brings it in with a nice running grab. And the inning is over. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Trevor Story now. The pitch. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
No outs, runner at first. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Story on the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. That misses. Now 1-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Red Sox with a chance to tie it up. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Tyler O'Neill will hit next. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. On the corner for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but...
And down on strikes he goes. 2 out. So it's their last chance in this one. Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox. Trying to deliver as the hero. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw in, and he's safe. Tie ball game.
That's a big-time clutch performance, Boo. Top of the ninth, your team needs you to come through, and you deliver a game-tying RBI base hit. Now let's see if they can build on that and get the lead. Put the pressure on the other side heading into the bottom of the ninth.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. In the air, out towards left center. Nimmo grabs it on the run. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Jeff McNeil stands in.
The second baseman.
And here's Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And the pitch. And there's the strike. And he chases a high fastball there. At the belt and fires. That just misses. And the count 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Abreu on a dead sprint, racing back. Wow! Ball game! He sends it out of here. And the Mets walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I can bust the latest head round here. And no, I'm not the air fair to whoever they never could outfit us. Try to come on, we make them wanna sing it again, yeah.